Roswell Flight Test Crew here at Commercial UAV Expo 2024 in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm here talking to Aaron Zhang over at the A2Z delivery booth. How you doing, Aaron?
Good, how are you?
I'm very good, thanks. Now, I've been keeping up with you guys for a few years now, and the last time I saw you, you had this admittedly very cool, but it was a winch mechanism for dropping stuff off a drone. And that is something you could attach to any drone, platform agnostic, as they say. But now I come by your booth, and it's like crazy. You've got drones, you've got drone docks. I mean, what's going on here?
So the delivery winch was delivering from altitude, and now the drone dock is docking and charging from altitude. So we're continuing our commitment to developing a safe and reliable drone delivery system and keeping the drone far from people, far from property, not just when they're delivering, but when they're also charging.
So you've got these drone charging things like up on platforms? How high off the ground?
So the Airdocks are 6 meters above ground. We have 4 versions of them, two of which are elevated. So the Airdock Dual, which can charge and dock 2 drones at once, Airdock Quad, which can do 4 at once, and then the Shelter, which is a traditional open-close drone in a box, which can store the drone for prolonged periods, and then the Portable, which can actually be folded up and checked into a flight. All of which can charge and dock the drones the same way.
Now, speaking of which, I mean, sort of hidden in there is the fact that you've also got your own drones now. So what's their story?
So it's called the Longtail. It's a hex copter, and it's completely weatherproof. The patrol version can fly 40 kilometers, and the cargo version can fly 20 kilometers carrying 5 kilos under the winch. So significant range upgrade, and they work very well with the Airdock system. Even got onboard balancing of the battery cells, de-icing that's built into the dock for winter usage, and then even battery heating for winter weather. So -5, -10 degrees Celsius. While we're charging, we're heating and maintaining a good temperature for the battery. While we're flying, it's also good for the battery to extend our range.
That is so cool. Now, drone in the box is certainly an intriguing prospect, and you can see as UAS operations become more and more automated, how it's just going to make sense to have a box in the middle of a field that pops open, drone goes and does whatever you need it to do. But I guess my question is, I've occasionally seen where they lift the lid on those bad boys, and there's gears and wheels and all kinds of stuff in there, you know, to change the batteries. So, especially if the thing's hanging 6 meters in the air, you know, when it breaks, how are you going to get a check up there?
So the key is no moving parts. So we call it a solid state. No moving parts on the dock means that there's little to no maintenance required. The surfaces are tilted so that it's self-cleaning. We also have de-icing, so if there is ice buildup, we can de-ice itself. And so the Airdocks have been in testing for over 1.5 years, and the first versions are still working very well. And so by keeping no moving parts on the dock, we can really reduce that time interval between maintenance. And that's been a pain point for a lot of our customers who use traditional drone-in-the-box systems. You know, it's designed for, you know, little to no maintenance, and unmanned systems. You just leave it out there, leave and forget. But really, a lot of them actually end up spending a lot of time, you know, going back and fixing it. So for us, you know, we have 4 versions of it, one of which is a drone in a box, but that's also just 2 moving parts. So we really try to, you know, learn from what our customers told us, and they just want something that's simple. And, you know, it's not just simple, little to no maintenance, it's also easier, it's cheaper to acquire, it's lower cost.
Well, speaking of cost, the one thing that jumps out at me is you've built an extremely robust, you know, set of capabilities here. So much so, I'm wondering, like, if I own a restaurant, say a noodle shop, am I really going to need all this hardware to deliver noodles to my customer? It seems like overkill.
No, so it's designed to be shared. The Airdock Dual, the Airdock Quad can house from up to 2 or 4 drones at once. So that allows, you know, say one area, a county, say fire, police, restaurants, mail services, to all use the same piece of infrastructure. And the Airdocks can actually swap out. They can take the footprint of a street lamp. So we've designed it to be easily fit into an urban planning process. It even has illumination on the Airdock. So if you take out a street lamp, you put in an Airdock, you still have light there. And, you know, it can also charge and dock the drone. So, you know, as a restaurant, you don't need to pay for a dock, because that costs a lot of money. It's just like paving your own road. You know, you wouldn't do that, you know, for no reason. It will cost a lot to build and to maintain, and roads are public, they're shared, and, you know, drone infrastructure should be the same.
All right. Well, Aaron, I love keeping up with you guys because you're always trying something new and pushing the boundaries. So thanks so much for getting me caught up. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
All right. And from Commercial UAV Expo 2024 in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, this is the Roswell Flight Test Crew signing off.